Good afternoon, family.
Good afternoon.
We're starting a new series. I don't know how long it's going to be until I run out of information, I guess. But we're talking about no matter what. Y'all have heard that term in recovery? No matter what.
Oh, yeah.
No wife, no job, I guess no job, no husband, no kids, no matter what.
That's right.
I ain't getting high.
That's right.
No matter
No
what.
matter what.
And that's a beautiful thing because they say we come to the program with reservations.
Yeah.
You know, and we have, and what a reservation is, just like what you do when you reserve a room or something like that. You call and you put your money down because you're reserving that date, and you have some expectations that when that date comes, that room or whatever is going to be available, right?
Yeah.
But in recovery, we have contingencies put upon our recovery. And it's like, if this happens, I may use. Or if this happens, I may be in a vulnerable position. And I say this all the time, most of the things that you name are going to happen.
Yeah. That's right.
All right?
That's right.
They're going to happen.
Yeah.
Most people say, if something happened to my mama, and guess what, y'all? Something going to happen to your mama.
That's right.
If something happens to my children, well, something going to happen to your children. I don't know what, but something going to happen.
That's right.
If something happened to my mate, whatever, all of those things are going to happen. But what you got to say is, even if those things happen, I'm going to walk through those things
That's right.
clean.
That's right.
Because what I know is using is not a solution to those problems.
That's right.
And so we bury our parents clean in the program of Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous.
That's right.
We, if need be, we bury our children.
That's right.
We go through divorce.
That's right.
I joined this club, I almost said by accident. I guess it was not an accident. Well, I know it wasn't an accident. But they were having a convention here in Dallas, and I had never heard of No Matter What. But at that time, within a week, I had lost my marriage, I had lost my children, I had lost my home, I had lost my job, and I had lost my reputation.
Wow.
I was at one of the lowest points in my life, and I didn't go to meetings a lot, but I went. And they were having meetings on the hour, every hour, for the whole weekend. And the topic was no matter what. No matter what.
No matter what.
And I sat in the meetings for those 3 days, about 5 or 6 of them a day, crying. Unlike that sister told me a while ago, her man done fell off, I cried about the loss of the woman I was with.
Yeah.
Because I loved her.
Yeah.
And I loved my children.
Yeah.
And I loved my ministry.
Yeah.
And so all of that was gone. But y'all, guess what? I didn't get high.
That's right. That's right.
I didn't get high.
That's right.
Getting high was not a solution.
Yeah.
Because them people told me, no matter what,
No matter what.
no matter what. And if you get there, now we're going to learn what that means and what it don't mean. It's not just white knuckling it, and I don't do anything, and I just say I ain't gonna get high. That don't work.
Right. Right.
You got to do some things. You got to go to some meetings. You got to call your sponsor. You got to work some steps. You got to share, and then know, even doing all of that, the desire is still gonna be there, and then you fight.
Yeah.
You know how the Bible say, you do all that you can do and just stand. That's what it says in Ephesians 6 and 10 when you read it. It just says stand several times. After you get through it said put on your whole armor of God and all of that stuff. And at the end, he just say, just stand. When you get through doing all of that stuff, obviously the fight ain't over, AJ. You still gonna just have to just stand. That's how he ends it. Just stand.
That's right.
And that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
It's no guarantee that, because I done prayed before when the disease is on me,
Oh yeah.
and guess what? I still want to get high.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to a meeting
Oh yeah.
and still want to get high. I don't want the church and still wanted to get high.
Yeah.
I done read my big book and still wanted to get high.
Yeah.
So those are only tools. Those are not guarantees that if I do these things,
Right.
then magically I ain't gonna want to go get high. That's not how it works.
No, ain't how it works.
And so that's what we're going to talk about. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, he can't talk louder than me. His lungs ain't big enough. No matter what, you don't have to use today.
Today.
That's the important thing. And see, we got to do this thing one day at a time, one moment at a time, 1 second at a time,
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And the good news is I ain't got to use today.
Today.
That's all I got to do is try to make it through the day.
That's right.
You know, I'm about, I don't know, 40 days or something like that in quitting smoking. And boy, I got to fight this thing
That's right.
moment by moment. I want one now. I just want to just stop the whole meeting right now and go out there and get me a cigarette. You know, just say, time out.
Yeah.
Let me go and smoke.
Yeah.
But I just got to get through the moment.
That's right.
And once I fight through it, it go away and I don't think about it.
That's right.
And that's the way the disease of addiction is.
Yeah.
In its intensity. The cravings only last 3 to 5 minutes in their intensity.
right.
And they go away.
Go away.
But no matter what, you don't have to use when? Today.
Hey.
No reason, no excuse, never again. And that's what we got to say. There's no reason that will justify me using. Think about it. Those of us who done relapsed, how did you going out and use help that situation? I don't know no situation that an addict can put some drugs and alcohol on the situation and it makes it better.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
I fell off August the 1st of 1992 because this girl had threw my clothes out of the house and set them on fire.
Wow.
You know, so I fell off. I'm kind of particular about my clothes,
Yeah.
you know, and she burned them up. So I fell off.
Wow.
That didn't make my clothes come back.
Nope.
And she still put me out.
Still present.
Yeah. I didn't get a place to stay back. And I had to go to 6 months of treatment and get, you know how they treat you in treatment, all of that.
Yeah.
So me using that day didn't benefit me none at all. I'd have been better off going on by my business.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That didn't help. That's what the no matter what is. Y'all think about the last time you fell off. How did you getting high help the situation? It gets better. Check this out. It says, an addict, any addict, can stop using, lose the desire to use, and find a new way to live. Now I'm going to go back and explain that. An addict, that's what we got to first identify. Are you an addict?
Yeah.
What an addict is someone who cannot use successfully.
Yeah.
That's what makes you an addict. It's not how much you use. It's not the drug that you use. It is the effect that the using has on you that makes you an addict.
Yeah.
I know some people that drink a lot and they're not addicts.
Yeah.
And for me, one bump send me out. I lose my mind. It's my reaction to it. That's what makes me an addict. You see what I'm saying? It's not the drug itself. It's my reaction to the drug. We got that?
Yeah.
So that's what makes me an addict. Any addict. That's the good news, y'all.
Yeah.
That word any addict is the shouting stuff.
Yeah.
Because that means you.
That's right.
An addict, any addict.
That's right.
See, because I thought I was so bad off that I didn't qualify, that I couldn't get clean. But any addict,
That's right.
that means me, that means you, can stop using. That's the physical part.
Oh yeah.
Then it's the mental part, then the spiritual part.
Yeah.
To stop using, that's just the physical part.
That's right.
Any addict can physically stop using.
That's right.
That's the physical. I don't have to pick up. And then there are some things that I do to make sure that I don't pick up.
Yeah.
You know, it's some situations that make me more vulnerable than others. I was talking with a sister a while ago, and she was saying, oh, I didn't have a problem with drinking. See, that's what those us are. What makes you an addict, y'all, is you can't successfully use no mood-altering chemical.
No.
You're not addicted to a certain substance. You are addicted to substance itself.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now, you may not be an addict, but if you are an addict, you can't go back and drink successfully.
That's right.
Eventually,
Yeah.
you gonna go ziggity boom, as my friends at the country say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, that's what it is. And so guess what? That don't mean I'm flying out in the morning in Denver, Colorado. Marijuana is legal in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I ain't smoked no weed since probably '88. By her logic, I can go up there and get me some of that good.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing gonna happen. And I can come on back.
Right.
Because my problem is crack.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But everybody in the room who is an addict knows you might not want to do that, Buster.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Because if you are who you say you are,
Yeah.
you probably ain't coming back.
You gonna get lost in the mountains.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ziggity boom. Get stuck up there and Sister Buster come back by herself.
Yeah.
Because why? Because I am an addict. Any addict can stop using. That's the physical part. Lose the desire to use. That's that obsession
Yeah.
and that compulsion. I can lose that. And y'all, that's worth shouting about too.
Oh yeah.
Because do y'all remember when the obsession would be so strong on you where you couldn't think about nothing else other than getting high?
That's right.
Where emotionally and psychologically the disease would be on you so bad that you would have a physical reaction.
That's right.
One of the alumni brothers call it the bubble gut.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when it would get on me, I would have a physical reaction and my stomach would be all upset. I gotta go to the bathroom because this obsession is on me. Just because I got $5 in my pocket.
Yeah. Yeah.
$5 would send my body
Yeah.
into a reaction.
That's right.
And I become restless and irritable and discontent. And I ain't got but $5. But guess what, y'all? I ain't got much money, but I got $5 in my pocket. And ain't nothing happened to me. Got to do like them old people. You know how them old men do? I have $5. That's that old man move. That's how them old men do. They turn around and do that money, make sure ain't nothing there. But guess what, y'all? Ain't nothing happened. That means that emotionally and mentally, that obsession has been removed from me. And I can move and live life. And God promises me that. That when I am free, I'm free indeed. But that's the mental part. And the spiritual part is this, y'all. Find a new way to live. One of the reasons y'all don't stay clean, y'all keep living the same way. No, you can't just stop using and God deliver you from the desire to use, and that gummit you go back and live the same way. You gotta find a what? A new way to live. You gotta find a new way to live. I mean, you have to do something different. You have to do something new. You know, we got a sister out to make her come up here and get on tape. We've been trying to get her to go and have fun. This sister have an excuse every week to go and have fun.
Wow.
Dallas too big. She ain't got nobody to go with. She ain't got no money. She got every excuse in the world. And when she couldn't go nowhere, she was miserable as hell. And now that she can go somewhere, she miserable because we saying go. We don't know whether to poop or go blind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why? What's that about? She can't find a new way to live. And you got to find a new way to live.
That's right.
Because what doesn't work for some of us is doing nothing. I got clean in my late 20s. And so I was young and able to dip it and do it at that time. And so I needed stuff to do. I'm old now. So I can pretty much just go home and do nothing and be perfectly fine. Because I don't get bored, none of that. You know, I have to remember that I need to do something.
Yeah.
You know, I have to have brothers like Herman to say, when last time you took your wife out, you know, when last time you done something, because you know what? I'll forget.
Yeah.
A good day is not doing nothing.
Yeah.
That's because I'm old, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for y'all spring chickens or y'all people in here who think you're spring chickens, how many of y'all deal with boredom? Doing nothing is a problem for you. See, y'all want to find something to do.
Yeah.
That's what that new way of life means.
That's right.
And some of y'all that used to go all the time, being able to sit down, you have to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
But we extremists, we go from one extreme to another. Now I done went to the couch potato one, because I can pretty much entertain myself. But a new way to live, a new way. And you got to start to think about, seriously, what is that new way of living going to be for you? You got to find you some fun things to do. John 8:36, I'm almost through. So if the Son sets you free, you are free indeed. And deeds means just deeds in your actions and your moving, that you are free, y'all. You know, when somebody been set free, let me pose it another way. Why do you want to be clean? You got to get a picture in your mind of what's this all about? Why? One, y'all, we want the pain to stop. That's the easy one, right?
Yeah.
We want the pain to stop because you was hurting. But it also says, while we're here, because I could not live and enjoy life like other people did. And so I need to figure out, what does living mean to me? What does enjoying mean to me?
Yeah.
What do I miss that's healthy?
Right.
What are the things that I wanted to do, but addiction always prohibited me from doing?
That's right.
You got to figure those things out.
That's right.
One of my favorite things to do is to travel. You know, I love traveling. You know, that's why I'm catching a plane in the morning and going. And shoot, if I can find me a ski slope, I'm gonna drive while my wife at work, and while she at work, I'm gonna be on the baby side slalom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause I see some other people doing that. And I got free so that I could live and enjoy life like other people do.
That's right.
One of the reasons y'all don't stay clean because y'all don't get a life.
Get a life.
I envy AJ. I look at his Facebook page just to make myself sick, I guess. Because he always doing something.
Yeah. Yeah.
excited. You know, he was at the NFL draft,
Yeah.
grinning.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to call him and say, now how'd you get in there? Because I just heard on the news they only let 20,000 people in the building.
Yeah.
Now, how did he get in there?
Yeah.
Who is he?
Yeah.
He done had it. Oh, okay. Well, I could have got in too then. But that's what they said on the news. They said they're only letting 20,000 people in. You know. Guess you had to be, I don't know how you got in. But guess what, y'all? We can do that kind of stuff.
That's right.
I don't know. It's no certain thing, but you got to figure out what your thing is going to be.
Yeah.
Because that's what this was talking about when it says, find a new way to live. That's big time stuff.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to end with our message. They say this is the message of NA. Our message is hope and the promise of freedom. Addiction, that's our message is hope and the promise of freedom. Hope. Do y'all know and remember how it felt to be hopeless?
Yes.
Hopeless?
Yeah.
Where you had no hope at all. I remember that. Where my future looked so bleak and I didn't have any hope. That leads to self-destruction.
Yeah.
And when I came into the fellowship and they started telling me that I could have these things and I could do these things, I didn't really believe it for me. First, I didn't think it was possible for any addict. But then I started to accept that it was possible for an addict. But that didn't mean it was possible for me. I still didn't have any hope. And then I finally got some hope for me. And I started to think that, you know, maybe even me can get clean.
That's right.
And I started having some hope. And I started to dream again. And I started to visualize myself clean. I think that's one of the issues. We can't see ourselves clean. My challenge to you for today is just get somewhere and sit and imagine yourself clean. I used to be a sales manager and I was taught that you write your goals on the paper in the morning and say how many sales you're going to get. You write it, you know, you had to believe it in order to achieve it. And then, you know, they would make us write it down, you know, and then say, now, okay, what are you going to do with this money? And I had to think this thing all the way through of what I was going to do. And you got to do recovery like that. Why are you here? Yeah, you got to know that. What does that look like? Hope, y'all. Hope is big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope is big.
Yeah.
You know, it's like faith.
That's
The
right.
Bible said without faith it's impossible to please God, right?
That's
But
right.
you got to have some hope. That's what that is.
That's right.
And the promise of freedom. That's big. That I am free from the bondage of sin and addiction.
Yes, yes.
I'm free. That makes me shout.
Yes, yes.
That makes me shout because I remember what bondage was like.
Yeah.
I used more than I intended to use. I used when I didn't want to use. I done things that I didn't want to do. I went places I didn't want to go. I was a prisoner
Yeah.
of self and addiction. Yeah.
That's right.
And it was hard for me to explain to somebody that this is not me. And y'all, you got to separate you from your addiction.
Wow.
May not nobody else in the world be able to do that. Now, you can't expect the world or your loved ones or the law to do that. All right?
Right.
See, if I steal that sister money and I say, it wasn't me, it was my disease, she gonna say, oh, no, partner, it's you. It was you. Right?
Yes, sir.
That's what you say. When Janika, no, that was you. Right?
Well, I know better.
You know better. But guess what? Me as the addict, I gotta separate me. See, I'm not my disease. I am who God says that I am. He says that I am good. Matter of fact, he says that I am very good. That's who I am. I'm free. Now I gotta accept that and learn how to walk in it. That's the promise. The program promises me that if I work this program, I can be free from my addiction. Matter of fact, I was talking to the pastor, he said, what does that 100% mean? I said, well, that 100% means, Pastor, that they said in relapse and recovery, they have never seen an addict relapse that was working the NA program. The NA program is 100%.
Yeah.
I'm the fallible person. Yeah, I'm the fallible person, so I gotta get me in line. But check this out, y'all. You can't hold you accountable. Can't hold you accountable. We need some help. And guess what? The people that God put in our life may not sound or act the way we want them to act.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? They got a job to do.
That's right.
And sometimes it don't sound the way we want it to sound. You know? At 25 years, I haven't worked the steps since 2000. This 2018. So I ain't worked the steps in 18 years. So I got me a sponsor. And I'm going to meetings. And he ain't got but 3 years clean. And he ain't but 26.
Yeah.
Last time I worked the steps, he was learning his ABCs or something. So all of that goes against everything. He young. He ain't got no clean time. You know, for 3 years. And I taught him.
Yeah.
And so when I met with him yesterday, he was going over the symbol and all this kind of stuff, and you know, telling me, you know, call me every day. And I said, well, I'm going out of town next week. He said, well, I think phones work.
Yeah. That's right.
I started to fire him for that. You know, for that. Then you know what he said? Find you a meeting up there.
That's right.
That's
right.
I'm like, man,
That's
this
right.
is becoming a little dictatorship.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's what the program, if I want the 100%, I gotta start doing those things that I don't like to do. That's what the 100% is, y'all. And the reason y'all haven't gotten the 100% is because y'all won't work the program.
That's right.
Recovery must come first.
You gotta do those things that you don't want to do.
Won't do. That's right.
So recap. No matter what, you don't have to use today. No reason, no excuse, never again. Never again. That's a one day at a time thing.
Yes.
The lie is dead. The lie is dead. The lie is dead. And the lie is, y'all, that you can't get clean.
Yeah.
And you can.
That's right.
I gave up and said, you know what? Also, I didn't say this earlier, I didn't think I could enjoy life without the use of drugs.
That's
I
right.
had to have something, I thought.
That's right.
And that was a part of the lie. You know, like, shoot, how am I going to dance and how am I have fun without getting high? And I say this all the time, and y'all laugh at me because y'all say it, and y'all think I'm a trip as a negative. But I found out me being a trip is a wonderful thing. And I'm a trip. And I get to enjoy it. Because I'm the funniest cat in the world. And I just laugh at me. I think I can sing and sing well. I really do. I really believe that with all my heart. I think I am funny. I think I am cute. I think I am smart. I think I am nice.
You grade your own paper?
Well,
You grade your own paper?
Yes, ma'am. I grade my own paper. And my grade is the only one that matters. Yours don't matter. That's what kept me high
Yeah.
looking at the paper and looking